We have two defense analysts who are joining us on the swiftly changing situation along the international border and the line of control. And there's been massive escalation by Pakistan. Joining me on this India Today special broadcast is Air Marshal Mateshwaran and Air Marshal Sanjeev Kapoor, two of the finest aviators and aviation experts on this broadcast. Air Marshal Mateshwaran, when you look at the air war that's been happening and Pakistan's desperate attempts to target our airfields, our frontline airfields, what do you make of India's response and Pakistan's offensive?
Thank you, Gaurav. I think the handling of the entire process has been extremely well done by the Indian military and the army, the air force, and the government, because this was expected. One is the response or the kind of aggression that Pakistan is showing now is proof that strikes on May 7th early morning has been absolutely bang on target. And the impact has been tremendous. And that's what your coverage on the infiltration attempts by Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists, they're all response to the serious damage that they've encountered in the first strike. That's one.
Yes.
Second, obviously, Pakistan now, given the internal problems that they have, the people have to be diverted to on a nationalist, jingoistic, slogans
Platform,
to
yeah.
get together. And so the diversionary attacks to deflect any kind of adverse reaction that have been going on for the last couple of years over the army and the government is the escalation attempts. The escalation attempts are now, in today's warfare, the weaker states can use the drones and the missiles. These are available now in plenty, which can play around with within a domain without actually getting into
That's a very pertinent point. Absolutely, that's a very pertinent point you make. Air Marshal Kapoor, let me pick up this thread from what Air Marshal Mateshwaran said. When I was covering the Israel-Hamas war, Hamas would fire a barrage of rockets, which would cost just about a couple of $100 as far as Hamas was concerned, made out of, as far as they were concerned, from pipes that were used to carry water in Gaza. They would make those rockets. But Israel would spend millions of dollars to counter that rocket that was coming in through its Iron Dome. Is Pakistan using that same Hamas playbook, firing very cheap rockets at us, or will it intend to do that? Do we have a cheaper way to beat back the threat?
See, the Hamas people were in Pak-occupied Kashmir. I saw it in a couple of channels. And the focus is now shifting to bring Hamas kind of warfare into Kashmir. So the tactics which they have been following, the equipment that they have been using, the modus operandi would be in some stage be followed. You are absolutely correct on that. Now, the war is very dynamic. 3 years have gone by plus for Russia-Ukraine war. Israel-Hamas war is over 1.5 years old. And we are till date wanting to restrict the attack to a manner that it does not enter a prolonged thing. The foreign powers to coming into this, but to take out the air defense systems which we took out yesterday using the kamikaze drones, the loitering munitions that we have used, the use of satellite imagery to indicate to the world the damages done of the 9 strikes. These are all evolutions which were not there with us in 2019. So we would be evolving to the question which you asked, that the tactics have changed, the barrage of this thing, but most of them have been taken out, in my opinion, by S-400s. And for the benefit of your viewers, yeah, you are wanting to say something.
No, my point was S-400 is a very expensive system. Those rockets and missiles, those SAMs are very, very expensive. Is Pakistan then trying to bleed us in times to come? We will be spending a lot of money on the S-400s, their missiles, and Pakistan would use cheap rockets at VA and VPs. But sir, give me a moment. I want you to tell us more about it. But I quickly want to cut across to India Today's Sunil Ji Bhatt, who's joining us from Ground Zero, because several people have been injured. And sadly, there have been lives lost. We are told Jammu Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah Sunilji is visiting the hospital. What's the ground reality? And it really pains me. We lost 25 precious lives in Pahalgam. We've lost 16 precious lives along the LC. And sadly, we've had more fatalities and injuries, Sunilji.
Gaurav, what we are learning is that one more person has lost his life in Pakistani shelling in Poonch district of Jammu and Kashmir. Last night also there was heavy shelling by the Pakistani troops along the line of control in Jammu region's Poonch district. And Gaurav, Poonch is the worst affected district in Jammu and Kashmir. More than 40 people are injured. The serious, the people who were seriously injured were referred to Government Medical College, Jammu. Right now, I'm standing outside Jammu's Government Medical College. And in a short while from now, Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Umar Abdullah is going to visit the hospital and he is going to inquire about the health status of the injured. He is also going to chair important meetings today in Jammu with the officials of the civil administration. Remember, Umar Abdullah was in Srinagar and this morning he left from Srinagar by road. He reached Jammu a short while ago.